All right, this says describe the skate modeled by the graph, include rates, direction, and times for each portion of the graph. So let's start by sort of breaking out the sections. So it looks like we have a section here. I'll make another color for this section, and I'll make the last color here. So I've got three different sections of the graph, and I can tell that they're different because they have different steepnesses, and there's kind of those corners or breaks where the skate seems to change. So let's take each one in turn. Let's start with the pink one, and we'll color code it here. So the pink one starts at 0 seconds and ends at 4 seconds. So let's call this A, and I'm going to just label it A. He starts by, well, let's look at this. He starts at 3 feet from the motion detector. He starts at 3 feet away and travels to, let's look at where he ends up. He ends up at 5 feet away. It took him 4 seconds. So he traveled away at, if he went from 3 feet to 5 feet, he went 2 feet every 4 seconds, and that's the same as 0.5 feet per second. All right, one section down. Let's look at the next section. So this next section that is in red here I'll call B. In section B, he does not move. He's at 5 feet at the beginning, he's at 5 feet at the end. It takes from 4 seconds to 7 seconds, so that's 3 seconds that pass. So he pauses for 3 seconds at 5 feet from the motion detector. Let's write MD. All right, let's look at the last one here. And so it starts at 7 seconds, it ends at 9 seconds, so that's 2 seconds that pass. He starts at 5 feet, because that's still over here at 5 feet. I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. He starts at 5 feet, and he's going to end up, it looks like, at 1 foot. So he starts 5 feet away and travels to 1 foot away in, we said 2 seconds. That means he goes towards, because it went from 5 feet to 1 foot, towards at a rate of, now let's think about how far he went. He went from 5 foot to 1 foot, so that's minus 4 feet. He went towards at a rate of minus 4 feet per 2 seconds, which equals negative 2 feet a second. And so as long as you break it up into sections like that, you have to make sure that you say a lot of stuff. You have to say where he starts, where he ends up, how long it takes for each section, and then if there's a rate other than 0, you got to specify that rate. So tons of writing you can do about that one, lots of information to include.